in southern Iowa. Let me check if we're live really quick. But we're currently en route to about Mount Ayr-ish, Iowa. Sorry about that. About Mount Ayr, Iowa. And I'm heading west right now on Highway 2. Nocturnal 2% tornado threat tonight is possible, with a couple tornadoes, a couple weak tornadoes possible, especially once we get to around 9 p.m.-ish. I'm thinking we're really going to start ramping up as we get that lower level jet to hit, plus hold on, a little bit darker out. Data's pretty spotty down here for most of these parts, but we'll have to see how it goes data-wise. But we got a nocturnal tornado threat. Welcome to the stream chat, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in here. We're going to be chasing tornadoes late through the evening and night hours. We'll see if we get tornadoes. I'm not 100% sold on tornado threat yet, but we'll see. I definitely can see a couple tornadoes happen in the southern Iowa parts. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I could definitely see some tornadoes occurring this evening tonight in southern Iowa. But we're currently headed west on Iowa 2. Yeah, that's basically it for right now. Environment looks to be getting primed better and better for this tornado threat. Obviously, it's only 2%, so it's not a very high risk. If you're interested. Off into the sunset, that's for sure. Should be a fun little night here. We got a 2% tornado risk in southwest Iowa. Looking for a chance of a couple spread out tornadoes here. We'll have to see how it progresses, but we've got a couple storms right now firing just west of Mount Ayr. That's where I'm headed right this moment. The environment looks pretty decent for definitely a chance of a spin up or two, especially once we get closer to dark here. But some of these storms already look like they might have some sort of mezzo on them, so we're headed that way to try to get on these storms. Probably be chasing pretty late today, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in here. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, that helps me out. And the revenue from these streams, obviously the ad revenue, I really appreciate all that to help fund the chasing. But thank you all for tuning in here on Highway 2 in southern Iowa. The data gets a little iffy around here some parts. Actually here it's decent for a little bit. But as we get more west, there definitely will be a shot that we lose some data for a while. But we will be back, even if it falls. So. These are the storms, though. The ones over by Mount Ayr right now look solid. They're going to have a shot. actually a decent chance of some tornadoes as we get closer and closer. We're currently 40 miles out, but in about, I'd say literally 10 miles we'll have a shot at seeing a tornado if there is one. So we're looking good here right now. I'll aim the camera more that way where the cells are kind of at. There's a lot of low that can really enhance the low-level spin on these things. And numerous weak tornadoes, so that's why we're headed this way right now. Supercell's firing up right now, and we're currently en route to them. Right now it looks pretty solid, so. Start seeing these things try to produce some weak tornadoes. In addition to this main line, we've kind of got a possibly stronger supercell threat later on in the evening as we get closer to around 9. Storm tops doing decent, I think. It looks like even in the looking at them, you can tell the storm tops are trying to keep continuing to rise. The sun should be gone here very, very soon, below that cloud line. We'll see though. One cell looks pretty well established. You can see this is the one that bumps up a little more. And if this line doesn't work out, then we've got plenty of storms for later on. This is not the main. As of right now, I don't think it's the main deal, but we can definitely see it being the main deal if it tries to produce some stuff. So we'll see as we get closer and closer. The main course, I guess, I don't know how to explain it the best. Should be coming out of southwest Iowa in about 2-ish hours, an hour and a half. But yeah, that cell looks pretty established currently. The one that's right near Blockton, just west of Mount Air, barely west. Hard to see. May get to see how that should be able to get there in time too. Crossing I-35 here within about under 10 minutes. Data holding decent right now. Beautiful sunset right now. That storm top's doing pretty decent on this storm that we're looking at right now. That definitely looks like the main cell of this first little part. So that next threat. It's going to be hard to survive in this environment unless they can get up to that warm front, which they definitely could. And we have a lot of wind shear here to kind of help keep them as well. Decent amount ton of instability. So there's a lot of things that are going the right way for these storms. So we'll have to see if they can tap into that. It's growing still, the updraft. Overshooting top, I guess I should say. Definitely breaking through that cap, and the warm nose has eroded, which basically limits, warm nose basically limits storm threat, and it currently looks like it's very eroded at the moment, obviously, because these storms have fired. We should get a good view of this base once we get up over this hill. And this cell merger is really interesting to me, because it's kind of looking like we might actually have a shot at something when they merge, if they merge here soon. Quite see the base, but once we get past Leon, we should have a shot at seeing it a lot better, especially once we get past I-35. We'll have a little better terrain for a while, especially height-wise. Hey, I really appreciate that, Alan. Really helps me out with the gas money and stuff, but I really appreciate your tuning in always, and definitely one of the top fans. Like I'll have to get you a tornado. I'd get a tornado for you tonight. We'll see. That's the goal. We're about 10 miles out from getting a good view of this thing. A couple of these towns are really small, so it should be really easy to get through them. Yeah, thanks, man. Like I said, I really appreciate you for always tuning in and supporting the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Definitely with the gas money, you know. Gas isn't cheap, so it really helps. Pay for that. Oh, they got a new sign, Leon did. That's funny. I saw it got destroyed last year in a windstorm, so that's really interesting. They got a brand new sign. I wonder if a couple of the other towns will get new ones too, because I think Centerville's got destroyed. They're pretty weak. That one looked like they stabilized it to the ground, so that's really funny. They obviously learned from their mishaps a little bit. Storm top's still doing good on that thing. Doesn't look like it's trying to collapse on itself. There should be a decent amount of shear, so it should try to be able to continue itself without caving in, but we'll see. You never know. A lot of these little cells like this like to fizzle out randomly. Alright. Approximately 34 miles from the storms. So we've got about almost half an hour until we're directly under it, but I'd say we've got like 10 to 15 minutes until we've got a good visual of the bases. So we're getting there. We're getting there. That cell merger has not happened yet. The storm bot tops are still managing to grow. I think we're in a good spot. Maybe left just a touch too late, but I think we're still looking good right now, especially as we get closer and closer to these cells. They continue to rise and strengthen overall. But I do enjoy night chasing. A lot of people don't, but I actually do kind of enjoy night chasing. Just, I don't know, there's something about it. And I still have never seen a night tornado, so maybe tonight's the night. We'll have to see. It's always the goal, tornado first. Well, I guess tonight probably storm first and then tornado second, but either way. Decent storm, some nice lightning, maybe a little structure, I'd be happy. Alright, let's see how this thing looks. Should be very close to have an advantage of it. Yeah, once we get up over this next hill, I'm thinking we're going to have at least one nice view of it. There seems to be some sort of little boundary here that these storms are firing off of, and really leading to this vertically moving very northward moving cell line of sorts. I don't know what to call it. Multi-cluster. Multi-cell cluster probably is the best way to refer to it as. Probably should change the title to be just Iowa Chase instead of Iowa and Nebraska. Because we're not going to Nebraska now. It's like a little mountain range or something out there. Oh, that guy slowed down. That's funny. I'd say Iowa drivers are pretty good though. They're pretty nice about driving. We don't have to worry about, you know, someone speeding up when you're trying to pass them because they're not happy or something. Who knows? Roads are decent, you know. I'd like it to be 60 roads instead of 55, but it works. It works enough. Get the storm relative velocity back, see what the inner machinations of the storm are doing. Don't see too much with it yet. Looking interesting. They didn't merge. They kind of stayed apart, which is interesting. But I really feel like doing, I guess. Storm tops still look good with my current visuals, so we're still not collapsing on themselves. I think they should be able to maintain. We'll have to see. The shear is there to maintain these storms, so. We will see. I do have the chat pulled up because I don't need navigation for this today because I know this area really well, at least right now. So if you guys have anything to say or any questions, I can answer those right now. As we get closer to the storms, once we get on the storms, it'll be a lot harder for me to answer questions, but right now we have a good shot. That anvil looks like it's starting to kind of, or it looks like they're starting to become some sort of anvil as the upper level clouds deck comes this direction. So that's a good sign for these storms trying to maintain themselves. Kirksville, nah, should be out of it mostly. There might be some some thunderstorm chances later this evening. Just regular thunderstorm. Maybe a little chance of some like significant, or like not significant, but some wind gusts of severe level. But overall, looks maybe just some regular thunderstorms around 2 to 4 a.m. So nothing too crazy. Most of the main stuff should stay out this direction, and maybe even up on the Iowa border if anything does happen. But for the most part, you should be all right. Further south, most of the stuff's right along this Iowa-Missouri border. Yep, thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any more questions, I can answer them. So, because I'm on the way right now, not actively focusing on the storms. So, able to see the base now. It's always the best part when you get that base coming up over the hill. Storm tops. Oh, we're hitting up to the green levels of storm tops now, so we're starting to get better and better storms up to 30,000 feet, I think. Yeah, 35,000 feet. Definitely some good, intense supercells here. Intense as in decent mini supercells. I shouldn't say intense supercells. These are decent mini supercells. Looks like there might be some sort of base underneath it. I'll have to check when I get up there. I'm getting closer. I'm in range to see anything, so if I get to a better shot, we'll see. Data may get a little iffy once we get closer and closer, but once we get to Mount Air, it should be okay. We'll have to see. But it's looking better and better. I'm liking how these storms are trying to look here. But if you guys have any questions at all, I can answer them right now. This would be the best time to ask if you got any sort of burning questions on these storms we're chasing. I could definitely see some general thunderstorms this evening. Maybe a little bit of chances damaging winds, kind of what I told the guy from Kirksville, Nate. I told him that just some damaging winds at most, but not too much craziness. Most of that will be this direction, possible as we get to around 2 to 4 a.m. that direction. But yeah, I'm thinking 2 to 4 a.m. tornadoes in it if we get closer. We'll see. I'm not counted out yet. I just think Wednesday looks better, a lot better, especially now that there's a northern mode on Wednesday in Illinois that actually looks really solid. So we'll see. Looks like a very little scuddy base to the right, maybe to the left. We got a couple different areas of interest. Lots of spinniness to these storms. Like I was mentioning earlier, the low-level kinematics are pretty good, which kinematics, like I said, are basically the spinning dynamics that cause spin on thunderstorms and supercells. And there's a decent chunk of that kind of stuff on these ones today. So definitely can produce a tornado if we get a more robust supercell, which we don't really have right now. We have decent little mini cells that are trying to congeal. You never know, they could try to produce something, but as of right now, nothing too insane. Sticking with Z. Or wait, I haven't checked. Oh, not the, but definitely a shot of some hail. To these cells, I'd like to see it, but yeah, northwest, maybe just a couple more CGs try to pop up. Storms are looking okay. I can't tell what they look like for sure because I'm on the wrong side to know how. Just east of Mount Air, getting closer and closer to this little line of storms that seems to be maybe fizzling out, but we'll have to watch them. I don't know, not looking too healthy at the moment, the storms. We'll see. I do see some just little jagged bases on these things. It's definitely pretty spinny environment, like I mentioned earlier. Let me stop here for a little bit just to kind of bearings and kind of just look at the storms for a little while, look at the environment they're in, so get a better view of this thing as we can also have some data for a while. Actually, no, I think I'm going to keep heading this direction because I do see some spinniness. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I love storm chasing, so it's perfect combination of storm chasing. Alright, so we're watching the cell just west of Mount Air still. A little bit of rotation on radar, a lot more lightning at the current moment. A little bit of a merger maybe trying to happen, but it's tried to do that for a little while. They're kind of moving at the same speed, so we'll have to see what it can do. If it can actually do anything to it beneficial, tornado-wise, but we'll see. A bunch of different cells just keep feeding up from Missouri. And we're still watching this, the main threat maybe for later coming from the west, but we'll have to see if that actually can happen. But that main cell merger seems to be happening out directly in front of me. We'll see if anything funny business can happen. Definitely look a little high base, these storms, which is not good for tornado potential, but I might try to get some good lightning pictures because these storms look pretty nice. Nice CG would look awesome. I'll together, I think we'll have, but there is some there, percent tornado risk. By any standard. Based. Not a fan of that look, honestly, especially for tornado chance. Or a little higher chances of. Storms are doing health-wise, but I don't know. Like I said, they look a little high based and cellular right now. We will keep watching though. Never mind, storm tops are definitely growing. I am wrong on that port. Now this looks nice. The look of that flat base right there, that's definitely a solid look as we get closer and closer. If it can get more surface base, we'll definitely have a chance. Unfortunately, I'm going to stick with this storm. This has the highest storm bases, and we're going to go north when we get to Mount Air here. Data may drop. Pretty much, that's usually how it goes. Get a good storm and then it just, data goes bye-bye. Actually, I think a correlation is more good chase terrain. Those wide open plains places. Woof, big. West, because I think that initiation, that one storm to the west is looking pretty solid. It looks like it's gonna, yes, it's better. Yeah, we're here. It's about to become night, so. What town? Do you have any other town near that? Okay, Southwestern Crest. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if it turns right. If it turns right, we're in business. But if it turns right at all. Yes. But it seems to be intensifying, I will say that. Which isn't saying much, but it is. Yeah, that's better than a lot of these other... That's better than these storms we're currently on. So, or that I'm currently under right now. Literally under. Just high-based. Yeah. No, I'm heading straight west right now. I have been. But I can get to Clarinda in about 45 minutes or so, and that storm will be close to that. Yeah, that's exactly how far I am, so that's perfect. We should be able to get there about the same time. And that storm will be there probably 50 to an hour. Maybe a little longer. That storm being there. Yeah, isn't it rolling right along the triple point though, and the warm front? Okay, that's good. Hopefully it waits till it gets to Clarinda. Gives us a little time. Yeah, probably. Gonna cross the river and just fizzle out completely. Legitimately, it should. I mean, the kinematics are substantially better as it gets further east. Yes, I know, and then the second it gets to like Clarinda, they look good, like really good. As for this event, really good at least. I don't know. Everything kind of, I mean, the wrap was really showing that intensification as it got, the environment at least. The wrap was showing the intensification of the environment as it got closer to right when it hit Iowa. And that recent HER run showed it really intensifying as it got up to like just west of Clarinda, like we're just talking about, like 10 different times. But yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. And it's moving like at a good directional motion that it actually probably should ride that warm front for a while. It's moving like east northeast. We'll see though. Okay, well, that's even better. We just need to get to it. That's the only other issue. Hopefully it doesn't do so. What? Yeah, we just don't want to get late. Yep, alright, see you there. Let's talk to another one of my friends that are also on the way here. We're both going to Clarinda right now. Yeah, I'm really liking this storm that's about to cross into Iowa right now. It's looking good. Very, very good. It's continuing to look better and better. I'm just crossing through these ones. These ones are kind of just high base. But yeah, man, there's this one crossing that's going to cross into Iowa within the next 30 minutes. It's going to be good. It's getting really close to that warm front, which should be beneficial for potential tornadoes at least. But we've got about 40 minutes or so. Hello, welcome to the stream here. We're currently headed towards a storm that I like a lot. Definitely could see it getting severe warm very, 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 very soon. But we're just heading that way right now. It's going to take a little bit of a ride, about 30 minutes, or 45 minutes or so. But we're getting there. We are getting there. If you guys want to look at radar, that's the one that's currently just southwest of Nebraska City. It's riding right along that triple point, which is the intersection of two different boundaries that kind of cause a lot better lower level spin. But yeah, we're going to see. We will see. Currently in a good spot. Maybe just a touch later than I'd like to be for this storm. But it's doing stuff that I like to see. We will see. It's got a nice little mezzo to it, which means it's rotating. them too over the next like week or so. Yes, I think he was. I think that's right. But we're currently headed to the storm that's going to be in Clarinda in about an hour and 10 to 20 minutes. It's looking really solid. I definitely am liking the look of it. So I think our tornado potential definitely could be realized here. So in the next hour, hour 20, we're going to be watching for it. It will be dark probably by the time we get there, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. Should be able to have enough lightning. But thank you all for tuning in here. As always, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you just watching helps me out here, pay for the chase gas, just the ad revenue. But if you would like to send a donation or anything, I really appreciate all that. Definitely don't have to. I really appreciate any benefits like that. It helps me a lot. But yeah, we're currently en route to probably severe warm soon storm. Actually, probably likely going to be severe warm here soon as we head west. And it is getting into better and better environments, so we'll see. I don't know if it's surface-based right now, which basically would tell me the tornado potential, if it has better or worse tornado potential. But we will see when we get closer and closer. We're within about an hour of seeing it pretty well. We're within about 30 to 45 minutes of actually being in range of it to see it decently, but we're about an hour or so from really good view of this storm. Driving through a little bit of rain here first, though. Got these first line of storms on the way to the main one. Let me know, as I can see it. It won't be like that. Or further west, sorry. I spoke there a little bit. Yeah, the data's just not great right now, so it's going to keep cutting in and out, so definitely sorry for any of the stream cutting. It should come back, though, every so often once it fails. Just the data here is just not good, unfortunately. They issued a mesoscale discussion for the area. Look at it quick. 20% isolated severe threat with potential for hail and severe gusts. 1,000 meter below. thing here. We're still chasing either way. appreciate the donation again. Or no, that's a sticker. I like those. The stickers are funny. I wonder, I can't remember if I can make custom stickers. I don't think I can, but I appreciate that. It helps me out too. I think it's the first ever sticker I've ever gotten, like the funny little emotion or like emote kind of things. I don't know how to explain them. They're kind of like, they're just like emojis, but just sticker. I don't know, it's funny, but I appreciate that. I can see lightning in the distance on that long away storm. The stronger storm. That thing is a bona fide supercell. That's for sure. And that's where we're headed. That is the main storm right now, and probably the main one of the day, without a doubt. Currently headed south here, just because this highway cuts south for a little bit. Back of these storms look nice though. It's a little low topped. Low topped, high based. Yes, I'm about 90% sure that's where he grew up, so that's funny. That's where I'm going. There is a Glenn Miller Museum there too, I'm pretty sure. I've been there before. Miller's awesome, yeah. I was in jazz band for all of my 4 years, and man, I play the piano too, and it was so fun playing Glenn Miller tunes. We always ended with "In the Mood." That was like our main piece that we always played every time that we had what we call it Jazz and Java. It's like a showcase thing. Every time we ended with that song, every year, probably for 50 years or whatever, however long the song's been out, and the high school's been around. It's like a tradition. Such a fun song to play too. That cell's looking better and better. A lot of lightning on it. That's always a good sign of a strong supercell. That I always like to note whenever I'm storm chasing. Lightning upticks are very important, and a lot of people overlook them. So, if you ever storm chase, I don't know if you guys are ever interested in it, but lightning upticks on radar, that is definitely a sign of at least an intensified supercell. But I like to really see them whenever a tornado production is also imminent too. So it happens both ways. Of course, when you get a stronger storm, you're gonna have more lightning. Obviously, that's a pretty obvious correlation. But even when you're getting just a tornado potential, it usually tends to go up as well. Turn right here. I've been on this road a lot of times. Let me tell you, I chase this area all the time. I bet I'll be back here about 5 to 10, 15 times this year. Exactly. That's all. See, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you guys ever want to chase, but you don't need to. I can do it. Do it for you guys. But yeah, we're getting close to that cell. If you guys can maybe see on the horizon just a little bit, right about there, you can see the top portion of that next supercell that we're going after, the strongest one. About an hour until we get on it. Maybe not even. We're getting close. I'm loving the look of this thing though, especially in the environment it's about to get into. And compared to the storms that we're on, man, that thing's got a nice updraft. I bet it gets severe warned here soon, or has the potential. We've got a couple different storms around it that look like they're going to have potential to upgrow too. So I'm watching it. Getting closer and closer to where it's headed. And it's getting close to that warm front. Once the storm hits a warm front, you usually get a better chance of tornado. You almost definitely get a better chance of tornadoes, just due to the better low-level kinematics, which are the spin, like I mentioned before. And usually you get better dew points, which makes the storm base a little bit lower, which can really improve tornado potential. about to happen to this storm as it tracks northeastward towards Iowa. And we're going to be on it about the perfect timing, so it's a good shot we see something. A nighttime tornado. Might be able to see my first nighttime tornado ever. But I'm excited. We're getting to the good part of the chase here. So make sure to stay tuned. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We got 17 people. That's quite a few people for this time of night, honestly. That's pretty impressive. Usually I don't get that many people this time of night. And got a couple of donations. Really appreciate all that. The stickers and everything are always funny. But yeah. About 45 minutes to an hour out of Clarinda. We are about 35 minutes out of, so that's kind of the target right now, and from there we'll adjust what we're going to do. But I can see some good flashes off this storm already. As it gets closer to that warm front, like I said, that tornado potential skyrockets. Stay a little more alive. Good shear values. It's got a lot higher storm tops than these other storms I was looking at a little bit ago. Doesn't look too tornadic right now. It looks more just maybe severe wind gust potential. But still, it should have good structure. I am pretty certain it should have good structure. But we'll be about where I'm going in about 35 minutes. About to pass through Bedford, Iowa. Going through all my usual areas. Got about 10 minutes to get through Bedford, and then we'll be 20 or so minutes out from Clarinda. 20 to 30. Seeing some lightning flashes. Definitely the potential for some structure and tornado potential on this thing. But if you're new to the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thank you all for showing up and watching. Still some chances, a couple more chances of some storms upcoming this week, so we may have some more chases coming up, so who knows? I may be back out in the field a couple times this week. Rates aren't great, and CAPE is not great, which is instability. So that's usually not very conducive for a bunch of lightning. So we'll see. About 30 minutes till we get to Clarinda. Lightning. The radar's starting to pick up more and more too, which is a good sign. It says in about an hour it'll be just west of Clarinda, which is perfect. This is the main cell, riding right along the triple point, which is the intersection of the two boundaries, warm front and cold front. You get your most spin right up in the notch of that thing, and this thing's right up in the notch of it. So I can see the stream chat right now, so if you guys have any questions or comments or anything of the matter like that, I can see them, so feel free to ask away. Seems like lightning is starting to uptick just a bit on it. Yeah, I'm meeting with a couple of them in Clarinda. Same two guys I was planning on maybe chasing with today. Big mesoscale discussion for a very large portion of southern Iowa. Headed over to Clarinda, Iowa, maybe Shenandoah, one of those two areas in southwest Iowa. Lightning seems to be upticking just a touch. Oh yeah, a lot more lightning. South of Highway 34, which is the 𝘼𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙬 Highway. Overall, at least. Yeah, this Supercell is displaying a lot more supercellular tendencies than these other ones were behind me. After the storm, you're starting to see a bunch of lightning, which is good. That's showing it's intensifying and staying strong as we get closer and closer to it. And there's a storm to the southwest that also appears. There it is, severe warned. The storm is now severe warned. Moving 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail. We're currently heading straight for it, so we're in a great spot right now. Just became severe warned. And the one to the south is also intensifying, so I can very easily see that one also becoming severe warned here fairly soon. Would not be surprised to see a severe thunderstorm watch even with this lowering environment if these start popping out severe thunderstorm warnings like that one did. It's pretty rare you get a marginal risk watch, but you could definitely see one tonight if this storm can continue and some of the ones to the south can also strengthen as well. meet up at some point here. Currently in Bedford, Iowa. Gas a lot cheaper here. I should have stopped here to get gas, dang. It's funny. A couple cells to the south, like I mentioned, are trying to intensify as well, so watching it all a little bit. Yeah, that southern one's really starting to get going now. So we're getting a couple different cells that look like they're trying to get their act together. We're gonna be in a good spot within about the next hour. Lightning uptick. Another sticker. Those stickers are funny. Like I said, I appreciate it though. I really do. It helps me out a lot. Ooh, big CG right out in front of the storm. Hopefully it's doing that when I get up to it. That'd be nice. Yeah, we got a couple different cells here now firing. I like that. It's a good sign that the environment's strong enough to maintain a couple different cells. Even more to the south there too. At about 23 minutes till we get to where we're going, and then from there we might head west more, but we'll stop at Casey's for just a couple minutes, maybe talk over what it looks like, check out the environment a little bit, but overall shouldn't be there for too long in Clarinda. It's kind of just a first check place, and it's one of the bigger cities around. I say city, pretty favorably say city because it's not really a city. It's still a town for the standards of most people. Although I can't remember what the official term for a city is. Like if it's over, there's a certain amount of people it has to be under or over. Or I meant over. Yeah, lots of lightning. We're getting a ton of lightning, which that also could be a byproduct of just it getting darker and being able to see more lightning. But I have a feeling this is actually caused by intensification though too, because it looks better on radar than it did. That southern one's gonna, yep, that southern one, I just was about to say the southern one's about to start getting lightning too, and it just did. And a couple other ones to the south also are gonna. It's gonna be really interesting to see what these do as they get closer to that warm front. Currently 8:17 p.m. Central Time here. Higher tornado potential is, but there still is some. The main threat will be for hail and possibly some winds and maybe structure. That's up. Yes. I noticed that within like the last 5 to 10 minutes, it's really started to get. Jeez. It's also starting to go too. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? It's getting into the better shearing cave. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. It'd be nice to stop for a little bit. I'm people. It's like my size of town, so probably 1 to 2 cases in there. So yeah, not quite 68. They just expanded that severe thunderstorm just a little bit. Yeah, it's coming. That southern one is really intensifying too. Interesting. Yeah, it's the river. Yeah, I always forget, and then yeah, you said that, and I was like, wait a minute, it's the river. That the whole both borders of the river. So it's it's weird. It looks really odd. Probably, or the government land or something. Who knows? What? It's not like a just a subsidized area. Who knows? It is farmland though, because it's actually decent terrain. But yeah, yes, that's a good start. Well, yep, see it. Thanks for that donation there too. I really appreciate it. I think we're gonna basically need chemtrails to have some tornadoes today, and they don't exist. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be getting a huge chance of tornadoes. But it's a couple little cells here that Anvil. We're already starting the bug hitting the windshield season. Appreciate all the donations. Like I said, they help out with the gas a lot, so thank you all. And just watching helps too, so because of the ads and everything, but I appreciate all that. Still headed west here. We're about 16 minutes out from our stop. Both cells producing lightning now. But that south one gets severe warning here soon too. Southern cell looks even better now. We got two pretty stout cells here. Northern one's severe warning. I'm not sure if it'll be for very long. Kind of looks like it's starting to get taken over by that southern one. We'll see though. And they could definitely merge into one storm. of Iowa. Goes up to Shenandoah now. So we're getting into the area, getting close. Very close to Clarinda now. Under 10 minutes. I mean, I guess we're technically almost here. It's just my maps says we're 10 minutes out. Let me put it for the Casey's. Clarinda, Iowa, Casey's. Casey's in Clarinda, Iowa. Casey's in Clarinda, Iowa. Okay, there. Dang. Took 3 times. Getting those upper level lightning bolts. Woo. Alright, so we're 10 minutes out like I thought. Get that anvil over us now. Get this up a little more. More of the storm in the shot. Severe storm is headed this way. We got a nice little hail core in it, that's for sure. Decent updraft. Rotation mesocyclone, same with the southern one. Two solid looking cells. Being a severe thunderstorm warning within the next couple minutes. Oh, there's clearance. Definitely had his brights on, dang it. Do not have the stream chat open, but I just opened it right now, so if you guys have anything to say. We'll be stopping here pretty soon just for a little short bit. Together pretty well here. We're gonna stop in about 7 minutes at a Casey's. We'll sit there for about probably 10 minutes at most. Just kind of see what's going on, and then head right for the storm. See if we can see any good structure, tornadic appendages. That's the goal, tornadic stuff at night. Decent chunk of lightning, so we should be able to see it if it does happen. good storm here. Got 1-inch hail reported from inside the storm, so it is definitely severe level. And the southern one would very likely be severe warned here. Very. Back in. We're really close to the severe thunderstorm now. A lot of things have happened since you've been gone, but yeah, we're within about 20 minutes from a severe thunderstorm that's currently headed right for us. Yeah, that storm's really picking up on lightning. Nice uptick. Stopping here in Clarinda just to get our bearings a little bit. The storm looks like it's trying to do something a little more supercellular at the current moment, though, so it's a good sign. We're going on to Glen Miller Avenue. Casey's really quick. That's probably the wrong Casey's. Wrong. 1 minute. 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 1 minute there for a second. Alright, I'll be right back. Shouldn't take too long. Check the stream chat before I go if anybody has any tornadoes. Tornadoes will be possible. It's definitely not out of the question here. The southern storm is definitely starting to intensify though as we're getting closer to storm time here. But I'll be right back here in a second. Alright, we're going to keep heading west here. Severe storms are still firing up, or not firing up, but they're still rolling in from that direction. A lot of lightning on them. Some structure reported from some people that I know over there, so going to continue chasing. rolling westward again. Getting right up to this storm. It's got a little structure to it, as I said a second ago. So I'm trying to plan on getting to that. see that cell merger there? And we're in the perfect spot for it. Good. I like this a lot. Like, it just took a nice merger. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, how long is this severe thunderstorm warning? That's about how long it'll be. I mean, once we get out ahead of this thing, we can just sit and watch the mezzo, because I don't know, we won't be able to see it very well, but we'll have to try to see what we get. Radar's starting to look a lot more tornadic as we keep going eastward here. Alright guys, we're getting into tornado time here. We're going to have a real shot at a tornado. Very significant hail along with this storm. Alright. Get out in front, then we should be in a perfect spot to intercept. Tornado warning here soon. Rotation's picked up substantially in the last couple minutes. Ahead of it, so that's all that matters. Definitely a with the storm as well. We'll be out ahead. Very close to being in front of this thing. Just about in front of it. We're in a good positioning. Should have a decent chance of some good structure too. Let's see, not much visible right now. stop here really soon once I get to the bottom of this weird turn thing. Nice wide shoulder. This is a nice wide shoulder. Ooh. Look at the shoulder. This is a nice shoulder on the road too. Oh yeah. That's why I was like waiting and waiting and waiting. I was like, there it is. All right. All right. This is also why I stopped here, because there's a little hill up there. Look at that. about an hour and a half. That's not bad.
For about 2 hours, they ain't getting that much.
All right. Let's see, right? Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Pictures. It's still not raining. What the heck?
It is a little bit.
Okay, there we go. Oh. Quick.
Like a combat. Doing. What a turtle.
Yeah, those are fun. The action shots. Yeah, and then it's fun to send it to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's done. He's taking a couple.
Someone took a picture of me launching a radio song
Oh, that's sick.
for an Addict Thunderstorm, and he gave me his card and they emailed him. He never gave me it. He never gave me it. Never got back to me. I was like, oh. But if you look at my, I got a green grab of me launching one on that same storm.
Yeah, I know. We're finally getting. It's still barely any rain.
You ever see the old pictures from like one of people?
Okay.
All right, I'm going back in the car.
All right.
It was good,
see
guys. It was good seeing all of you.
Yeah. It might be a while before I see.
Oh, damn.
Maybe. All right, time to roll on home that direction at least. I'm gonna keep this. But we got some really good shots. I'll have to show you guys them. You'll see them at some point. So I'll post them later on. But we got some really nice shots here. That was fun. Good to see some guys, you know. Good little chase. It was definitely worth my time. I wasn't sure if it would be for a while there, but it ended up being worth it for sure. So, fun little day chasing. Back towards home, but I'll leave the stream on for a little while here. Probably not too long. Probably about half an hour-ish. Actually, maybe not even. They cut it down here soon. Because we're pretty much done with the storm. But I'm going to leave it just for a little bit, because who knows, we might have a little bit of something. was definitely a fun little start. I mean, I had a couple other chases this year so far, 2 others, but they didn't really do too much. This one is definitely the most fun, structure and everything wise. So, without a doubt, we're just getting into storm season. I mean, we'll be in April 1st really soon, but I mean, that's barely the start, especially for Iowa. So I'm really excited to see what we can get this summer and the rest of the spring. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for watching. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Maybe in the next couple days, probably next Wednesday. Seems like it's a good shot, but we'll have to see. I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.